Hello again. Well, in the last video we found some seal colonies, but now I'm kind of worried about them. After all, seals are kind of cute, and I don't want a lot of people wandering around looking at them and interfering with their lives. Maybe we need to set up a buffer zone around those seals. In a previous video, I provided a very brief introduction to the data analysis tools available within ArcGIS Pro. One of the things you can do with these tools is to create buffers. Actually, there are multiple tools that create buffers, each of which operates in different ways to meet the needs of certain groups of users. I honestly don't know the difference between them all, so for the purposes of this example, I will just use a basic buffer tool. To begin, select the Map tab at the top of the screen. Now, to get a better view of our area of interest, we're going to try something new. Click on the Zoom to Selection icon, which is grouped together with the other zoom icons on the ribbon. To access the tool, select the Analysis tab at the top of the screen. I'm going to quickly check the Frequently Used Tools area on the ribbon. Unfortunately, I do not see the tool that I want. So, it's time to click on the Tools icon. A geoprocessing window now appears, superimposed over the catalog window on the right side of the screen. Using the geoprocessing window, there are a number of ways in which I could find the tool I want. For our immediate purposes, I think the easiest way is to use the search bar to look for the word buffer. From the results, I click on the tool that I want, which is named simply buffer. The geoprocessing window now shows an input form for that tool. Using the drop-down menu, set the first input, Input Features, to our data layer, Field Data. For the Input/Output feature class, navigate to your file database, which should be in your project directory, and then type in a name for your new feature class. As you can see, I'm going with Seal Buffer, which I think is a pretty good description. Once again, I'm separating the words in the name by underscores rather than spaces. To create the buffer, our tool is going to draw a circle around each of our selected data points. So, using the next couple of inputs, I'm indicating that those circles should have a radius of 20 kilometers. For the method input, we can keep the default setting of planar. For the final input, dissolve type, consider that we are drawing a circle around each of the selected points, and each of those circles is going to intersect with a bunch of other circles. That could get very messy looking. To avoid this, set the dissolve type to dissolve all output features into a single feature. This will serve to merge all of those circles into a smaller number of somewhat blobby-looking objects. At the bottom of the geoprocessing window, click on Run. We now see our new buffers appear on our map, along with an entry in the Contents window for the Seal Buffer. Since I have admonished you in past videos to not keep features unnecessarily selected, let's clear the selection we made to create the buffers. At the top of the screen, select the Map tab and then click on the Clear icon in the ribbon. So that we can focus on the buffers rather than individual data points, I will now turn off the Field Data layer in the Contents window. So that we may see the buffers in their entirety, I will right-click on Seal Buffer and select Zoom to Layer. In the next and last video of this series, I will show you how to create a map that you may incorporate in a paper or a presentation.